From the ghetto to the throne, he was never born with gold, but his voice became a fire.
We are here. Our power. This is about dictatorship in Uganda being funded by the UK government. That's why we are here. 42 years of supporting, enabling, facilitating the brutal dictator Museveni of Uganda is more than enough. And this is the double standard by the UK government. When they talk about immigrants in this country, we are the victims of the system, the foreign policy of the UK government supporting dictators around the world. And when we run for our lives, they call us immigrants. That's being unfair because it's their double standard, their policy in Africa mainly, whereby they stand with brutal dictators like Museveni of Uganda. And when we run away, we come here, they call us immigrants. They need to change the policy regarding these brutal dictators around the world. None of us will be here. We had to call off work to come today to try and expose that enough is enough. You can't be funny, enabling, facilitating the raping of Ugandans, the kidnapping of Ugandans, sodomizing of men in Uganda by the special forces trained by the UK government at the same time. This is it. Yes, this is unstoppable. £1 billion goes to Uganda with no accountability. The man is building prisons than schools. The man is building torture chambers than hospitals. The man is building, army barracks than roads. And this money should be going to public service delivery. Hospitals, roads, schools. Not death chambers where people are being tortured to death. Not prisons. It's only in Uganda whereby you find a brutal dictator has got 500 armored cars. But we don't have working ambulances in Uganda. A population of 50 million, we have only 15 working ambulances. Don't even mention fire services, doesn't exist in Uganda. And this is Uganda for you. And the UK is still telling us that it's business as usual to support such a dictator. They can call Maduro, of Venezuela dictator who was in power for 13 years, but they can't call Museveni a dictator who is in power for 42 years. Thank you, my man. NUP. Everywhere. Everywhere. NUP. People power. Our power. Our power. People power. NUP. Everywhere. Everywhere. NUP. Uganda kunga. Kunga. Kunga Uganda. Kunga. Kunga Chabranya kunga. Kunga. Kunga Babi kunga. Kunga. Kunga Kagezi kunga. Kunga. Kunga Kathi kunga. Kunga. Kunga Mufumbilo kunga. Kunga Uganda kunga. Thank you.
So we have few Ugandans representing millions of Ugandans, not only Ugandans, but Africans, including Congo, including South Sudan. As you can see, I've got the South Sudan flag here, including Tanzania, including, of course, Uganda, including Congo. I've got Congolese flag right here. And to mention a few. So we are here at the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office to call out the duplicity or the hypocrisy of the UK government and their allies, that including the America, the USA, European Union, and the UK. And when it comes to democracy, for some reason in Africa, democracy is a resemblance of democracy. For example, we have had in the Cameroon. This is about Uganda, but our struggle is not only for Uganda. Paul Biya of Cameroon, the man is old, the man cannot even speak, cannot even know where he is, but they always the system make him president. And now he has appointed his son almost for 3 offices, 1 person. Similar situation we have in Uganda. The dictator Museveni, who is funded by the UK government, which is known for democracy, for 13 prime ministers of UK versus 1 dictator Museveni of Uganda. And our problem in Africa, especially in East Africa, is dictator Museveni. In 2025, in October, Tanzania had elections. There was internet blackout, and then came genocide, whereby Tanzanians were killed in thousands. The same thing happened in 2021 in Uganda, and in 2026, when we had the election in Uganda recently, the system, the military operation, may ensure that Museveni again is announced winner against the will of the people. If you go to the Electoral Commission of Uganda and ask them for the results, they cannot produce the results. They have doctored results in percentages, but they don't have district level, they don't have county levels, and that's as per the constitution of Uganda. They are supposed to display these results for public view, but they are hiding it. Why? Because Museveni was again beaten hands down, just like in 2021. Our problem is the UK government and their allies who keep on recognizing the dictator Museveni and facilitate him militarily, financially, and also keep a blind eye, because that is not democracy, where internet is turned off and then a couple of Africans are killed, and then later they deal with the dictator and deal with business as usual. So we shall not stop raising our voices until the UK government act. Like recently, the European Union Parliament had a resolution on Uganda, and they agreed that the 2026 election was a military operation. So we are not stopping. We call upon every African or every European who support the real democracy to call upon the UK government to stop the hypocrisy. Because if there was a dictator in Europe, the UK will not stand up to that. However, the dictator in Africa, the UK turn a blind eye and they carry on with business as usual. They send their diplomats every 5 years. So the people of Uganda want to be free. I say, free Uganda now. Free Uganda. People power, unite Africa. Museveni must go. Ruto must go. Suluhu must go. Congo must be free. Kagame of Rwanda must go, because those are all dictators. People power, our power. Free Uganda, free Uganda, free Uganda. Thank you.